Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. The NHL All-Star break is approaching. Yeah, the title will be the Vezina Conversation at the All-Star break. This is a few days prior, but doesn't matter at all. The Vezina Conversation is on today, as I do this every year at or approaching the All-Star break. I have the whiteboard ready. There are some goalies on the board, and this is a good chance to wear my Carey Price jersey once again. I know he is not playing this year. He will most likely never play again. However, a goalie jersey must be worn for this Vezina Conversation. So, let's get the board ready. Let's get it on. Let's talk about goalies. Yeah, and the other two jerseys you saw in the background, the Jets is of course my Connor Hellebuyck jersey. The Kraken over there is my Philipp Grubauer jersey. These are the three goalie jerseys I have. So, let's talk about the board and the goalies. Because I think this year goaltending was good, but not as good as in recent years. Scoring has gone up again. And of course, it's also the goalie's fault, not only the skaters' benefit. Let's talk first about the usual suspects, the guys that were expected to win the Vezina this year. And at the top of the board, I got the guy I thought would win the Vezina this year. This is Ilya Sorokin from the New York Islanders. But Sorokin, not the best year this year. His .909 save percentage and 3.17 goals against average is not good to average. He has 14 wins, 2 shutouts, but in one category he is first in the league. This is 1,093 saves made. I know he's injured right now. Let's see when he will come back. But Sorokin in the Vezina Conversation this year, not really. Like is the next guy, Andrei Vasilevsky, who had a down year to his standards last year, so 2022-2023. He was expected to come back strong, especially after missing the first weeks of the season due to injury. I expected him to come fresh, rested, and ready to beat the world. He has right now a .900 save percentage, 2.85 goals against, 15 wins, 1 shutout, and only 628 saves made because of injury. Yeah, he has played a lot better recently, but the numbers don't back Vasilevsky into any kind of Vezina conversation. And so is the next guy, Igor Shesterkin from the Rangers, who won the Vezina. It was in 2021, where he was really fantastic. This year he has a .901 save percentage, 2.82 goals against, his 19 wins, no shutouts, 784 saves made. Also, not Vezina-like numbers from the 3 Russian guys who were all expected to be in this Vezina conversation. So let's get into the guys that are in the conversation, I think. And I squeezed one name in, so I will start with the next one, which is, Connor Hellebuyck from the Winnipeg Jets. Hellebuyck so far, one heck of a season. The Jets are very, very good. Of course, this helps him. That his .925 save percentage, which is second in the league. 2.17 goals against, also second in the league. 23 wins are third. 2 shutouts, 914 saves made. Fantastic numbers by a fantastic player. Connor Hellebuyck is definitely one of the front runners in the Vezina conversation right now. Another guy I see at the very top of this list right now is Jeremy Swayman from the Boston Bruins. Last year, and that's why I have his name on the board, Linus Ullmark won the Vezina. And Swayman and Ullmark, both Boston Bruins goaltenders. So the Bruins have the best goaltending in the league right now if you combine their 2 goaltenders. Swayman, .925 save percentage, third in the league right now. Ullmark, .912. Very good. Swayman, 2.30 goals against. Ullmark, 2.82. Swayman, third in the league here as well. Swayman has 16 wins, Ullmark has 14. Swayman with 3 shutouts, 722 saves made. Ullmark no shutouts right now, 661 saves made. For a backup, these are fantastic numbers. But with Bruins, of course, this 1A, 1B. Right now, I would say Swayman is the 1A, the starter. Ullmark is the backup according to the numbers. And having Swayman in the Vezina conversation, right now, he has to be there. Let's talk about another guy who is definitely in the conversation, and that's Thatcher Demko from the Vancouver Canucks. The Canucks, of course, a fantastic season. Let's see if they can keep it up. But I think they should be able to. They get Casey DeSmith, a solid backup who is not on the board, but who's played very good as well. And of course Demko with his 922 save percentage. This is, I think, 5th in the league. I only wrote down the top 3. 2.40 goals against, 25 wins, which is 2nd, 5 shutouts, which is tied 1st, and 951 saves made. Demko is fantastic, and yeah, Demko, Swayman, Hellebuck, right now, I think are the 3 guys that should be the finalists. Who else do we have on the board? Someone who came up from the AHL. He played in the AHL playoffs last year and went to the final with the Coachella Valley Firebirds. Joey Decourt from the Seattle Kraken. And yeah, Grubauer, the Seattle jersey over there, is injured right now, but Decourt took his spot. He is the starter right now, whether Grubauer comes back or not. Joey Decourt, 923 save percentage, 2.32 goals against average, 14 wins, 2 shutouts, 833 saves made. Fantastic numbers. If he can keep it up, he could push himself in the Vezina conversation as well, as the number 4 right now. Who else do we have on the board? I do have squeezed in here because I forgot the guy. Connor Ingram from the Arizona Coyotes. Arizona Coyotes? Are you sure? Yes, I am. Because Ingram has a fantastic season. He was, I think, the 3rd string goaltender for the Predators last year. Traded to the Coyotes. And this year he just skyrocketed. 916 save percentage, 2.59 goals against, 17 wins, and 5 shutouts for Connor Ingram from the Arizona Coyotes, together with 818 saves made. Wow. Very impressive. Connor Ingram from the Arizona Coyotes. Very good man this year. Who else do I have on the board? I do have the league leader in wins on the board, Alexander Georgiev from the Colorado Avalanche. He has 40 games played, most in the league, 26 wins, which is 1st as well. But his 896 save percentage, 2.95 goals against, yeah, the Avalanche are bailing him out. Not the best percentage, not the best average, but 26 wins, 1st in the league, 2 shutouts, 992 saves made, which is also 2nd in the league to Igor Sorokin. Will Georgiev be in the Vezina conversation? Most likely not, but as the league leader in wins, I had to have him on the board. Who else do I have? I do have Stuart Skinner from the Edmonton Oilers. Stuart Skinner, after this start of the season, I think Skinner is one of the major pieces that has turned not only his, but also the Oilers season around. Right now, Skinner has a 908 save percentage, 2.49 goals against, which is good. 22 wins, 2 shutouts, 778 saves made. If the Oilers keep playing as they did recently, 15 wins in a row, Skinner's numbers will get better. Yeah, the save percentage needs a bump. The goals against is very, very good. Let's see how this turns out. But it's really remarkable how Skinner turned his and the Oilers season around. I'm very impressed by that. Then I had to have another guy on the board who is definitely not in the Vezina conversation, but he's playing so good this year, and this is Peter Mrazek from the Chicago Blackhawks. He just signed an extension with the Blackhawks. I was very surprised to hear that. I thought they would get a 2nd round pick and a prospect for him at the deadline, but no, they are keeping him. He has right now a 908 save percentage behind the Blackhawks defense. He has a 2.908 goals against average behind the Blackhawks defense that mostly consists of children. Peter Mrazek and the kindergarten in front of him. Okay, there's Seth Jones, there's Connor Murphy, but the rest of the guys are all 22 and younger. And he's putting up these numbers behind one of the worst teams in the league. That's remarkable and impressive. Mrazek has, just 12 wins, but he's playing on the Blackhawks. 1 shutout, 911 saves made. He is very, very good this year. Let's see if he keeps it up the next years. But there's one more guy that is on the board, and this is Adin Hill from the Vegas Golden Knights. The guy who took over the reins in goal for the Vegas Golden Knights last year in the playoffs, and he led them to the promised land. And I think Hill should have won the Conn Smythe last year. He was the reason why Vegas won. This year he is rattled of injury. He just missed 2 months. Came back, I think, yesterday, the day before yesterday, something like that. his first game in almost 2 months. He has right now 16 games played, but he has a .935 save percentage, which is first in the league. He has a 1.93 goals against average, which is first in the league. 11 wins, 2 shutouts, only 419 saves made, but yeah, 16 games played only. And if Aiden Hill can keep these numbers up and play healthy the rest of the season, he can propel himself in the conversation for the Vezina Trophy, although he missed 2 months of play. So if they hand the trophy out right now, my finalists would be Hellebuck, Swayman, and Demko, and I would give it to Connor Hellebuck. But the other guys have an argument for them to win the trophy. And if Aiden Hill can push himself in, maybe Joey Dacourt can push himself in, maybe even Stuart Skinner, because he's the Oilers starter. The Oilers can win 25, 30 more games, and Skinner could end up with 45, maybe 47 wins this year. This would definitely push him into the conversation. It will be very interesting to see how the rest of the season turns out, and at the end of the season, I'll be back reporting on goalies again. Alright, that's it for this one. I hope you like this style of video. I will do one more video on defensemen, the Norris conversation, and I will do one video on the Hart conversation for the 2023-2024 season, these days around the All-Star break. So, hope you stay tuned for these videos. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and see you soon here on the channel when we talk about, the next one will be the Norris video. Should be out in 6 days. In the meantime, there will be a jersey video in 3 days, which is already recorded. And I hope you will enjoy that as well. Thanks again. Have a good time. Goodbye.